welcome to the biggest lot of shameless self-promotion you will ever see. No, I just like to share what I do, and I do the art. Alright, so we will just get straight on into it. Sorry about the webcam, I'm having to hold it because if I put it like this, you can't see anything, except you get a nice close-up of the Miki, looking very sexy. But anyway, this is one of the earliest pictures that I did in terms of my current art style. I actually started drawing UR stuff about mid-April 2010, and this was done mid-January 2011. This was actually done, well, this was actually chosen by the my DA watches at the time, because I wanted to do something based on a deck. And it was, if you can't tell already, one-handed junks, half-half. I didn't have that many good cards back then. If you see, we have Giovanni and Alan, and Alan's nose looks so derp there. Have a Niki, looking sexy. You have the Buta and Fabs there. Fabs can't get to his gun, and I'm actually surprised the Buta looks recognisable here. This isn't the first and only time that I've drawn him in his final form, but I'm never doing this again. And you have Pearl, I have no idea what language she's speaking. You have Gyro being very hyper, and you have Sentigan being very annoyed. Please forgive me, there are going to be a lot of jump cuts here, just so I can start moving artwork and that. As we all know, Miss Stella won Miss Clint City last year. Well, she became Miss Stella, she was still ordinary Stella. And this is something I drew just for the hell of it. Because Stella, I know a lot of guys consider Stella a very beautiful woman. I think she looks like a waxwork, but that is for another day. And you're probably wondering why Isis is with Stella. Well, let me explain that. They only care once you get your tits out. That is true, that is what Miss Stella did. But yeah, Isis and Stella are together. Well, not together like that, but because they are related. Stella is Isis' older cousin. Isis and Diana are sisters, known as the Hearts, and that's H-A-R-T. And Stella and Travis and Katja, or Katja I pronounce it, are the nobles. Stella is the middle child, because Travis is older and Katja is younger. The Hearts and the nobles look out for each other a lot, and I just imagine Isis would be the most against these perverts. Well, Nagraf isn't really a pervert. He's just an alien man-child who has a thing for Stella, but Stella has a thing for Nabo. And before anyone's like, what the fuck? Stella has a thing for Nabo. She thinks he's a cute little mushroom. She's a bit of a ditz in my version. I spilt a bit of coke on Ngraf's speech mark, but if you read it, it says, why do we even bother with humans? He's so pissed off. He should join the Berserk, mate. Then you've got Jonas, being a perv as usual. You have Estal, being a perv as usual. And then you've got Zach, that's Zach at the back, believe it or not, being covered. Does anyone even know who I am? I know who you are, Zach, but I never put you in my Uluwatu deck because you're not really that good. See if we can get a good zoom out here, and I'm going to have to excuse me because the computer's going weird, and I apologise for that. There we go. Yay! Studio. The relationships of siblings don't often go to blood. Well, these two share a bit of blood. Baba and Arkab in my version are in fact half-brothers. There's a bit of a story between them. Baba is actually the reason, in my eyes, why Arkab is as he is, involving a lot of jealousy because he couldn't spend time with his half-brother because of all the new pirate friends he had. So he was like, you know what, I'm going to do that Cartman now. If I can't have you, I can, then screw you guys, I'm pushing you in the sea. I know it wasn't that good, but screw you guys, I'm in here. I imagine Baba as a ginger Eric Cartman, but yes, he pushed Arkab into the sea, which brought on the Coralite to attach to him, and they do the symbiosis thing, but they don't hold anything against each other. Baba is so adorable, and that was actually not as difficult to draw as it thought it was going to be. Quirk does do some good males, at least his males have some sort of fluidity to them. More Montana! Montana for days! Have you ever seen two Montana look as adorable as that? Well, who aren't Fabio. Why I felt the need to draw Gretzo in the Buddha face as chibis, I will never know. But that's not the worst of it. Have you seen what I've written above? Arm ourselves to the heist? No, the only arms we need are for hugging. Yeah, I imagine them being very close friends, actually being quite childish and huggy with each other, instead of being the rather sadistic psychos that you lot probably imagine. Why must I mess with people's personalities? And before anyone's like, Miho, why you no draw such and such a clan? I just picked out a few. Actually, I don't think I've ever drawn anyone from the Fang P clan. That should be my next clan. But anyway, yeah, I do chibified as well. And sometimes it does backfire because you try and make them disgusting and yet they still look uber cute. Damn you chibis! Pairings for days! This is just one of the few sheets I've done. Let's see who we... I was quite hesitant to actually show this one because I don't know how you guys feel about Slash. Well, it is Slash, but it's not Yao, it's Shunanai or Shonanai, or however you pronounce it, which is basically boy love. There's no sex involved and there's definitely no Rule 34. No matter what my friend says, you know who you are. They're so adorable. They got these two. Yeah. Mojo is definitely the mother of Orlok. And, you know, before anyone's like, Miho, why you no draw her like a raging freak? I draw them in different forms. I draw them in the form that's most comfortable for me. Like, there's Stella and the Bow in first forms. See, that is supposed to be second form Kama. I'm not that good at drawing fat people, I will say. These two actually is an interesting thing. These two actually started as an annoyance. Well, he couldn't stand her. He thought she was too easily offended in terms of honour. But you know, they got to like each other. These two were an annoyance as well. Yes, it's Dorian, fairly influential. Ooh, zoom in. And Gina Glick, yeah. Perfection shipping because he wants everything to... but the thing is, it's really weird because I always imagined that Dorian was more natural beauty. But there you go. And then, I'm being controversial. It's Sliding Steve. I'm not too good at drawing Steve. And before I was like, why are you being controversial? The comic puts Scott and Slide together and I'm like, no way. I'd rather put Scott with Susie, it makes more sense. And oh, the bloody... Hey, hooray for using my other hand. The computer decided to black out again. Remember the video I did with the Ocean's Mafia deck? Of course you don't, but I drew pictures! You got Gretzel, Felicia, Aniki, Araya, Jimmy, Serena, Desmond and... Is that Pooh from Earthbound? No, it's Kirk or whatever his name is. Let's see if I'm doing. Like, you remind me of someone, so fuck you off. Yeah, I imagine that Aniki and Miho used to date, then shit went down, and then they hate each other now. He's not gonna date a girl who looks like Miho, and then I had to do this when I drew these two. There's, I think it's, I forgot, I think it's Weight Game 4000, when he does the essay, Eric wins the essay competition. And he starts bad-mouthing the dolphins, and you go, dolphins are intelligent and friendly. Intelligent and friendly on rye bread with some mayonnaise, perhaps. I don't imagine Jimmy talking like Cartman, but I just had to do that. And then you got Desmond and Kirk just chilling. Sub, yo. Let's get the mouse out of the way. This is pretty old, and I just found it when I was looking for some more stuff to show. This is my older art style, and this was actually drawn about mid-late December 2010. If you remember the Treehouse of Horror episode where Homer sold his soul for donut, it's based on that. Look, You saying if I don't look at the last page, you don't get my soul? Yeah, he's looking at porn, little playboy, whatever. And he's like, you will technically know. I'm smarter than the devil. I'm smarter than the devil. You are not smarter than me. I just imagine that those two have always had some kind of rivalry, because think about it. It says that Estal is was like the schemy playboy with the reputation, and then Jonas comes in with all his dancing and sexiness, and I bet Estal doesn't get any bloody like girls anymore now. I was gonna say business, but then I was like, what, was Estal actually being paid for stuff? I don't know. But I guess Jonas is getting a bit annoyed by the whole playboy thing now, because I know some of you will say, oh my god, he's Liam's father, but I imagine Hefty to be Jonas's dad. And Saho is also his brother, but that is for a different day. And last but not least, here's something I decided to show in terms of the latest release. It's Bernie and Ernst. Yay! As you all know, my last video was based around Bernie. I don't know why I felt the need to just do that then, but oh, by the way, I've actually set that so Digby Chicken Caesar fingers my alarm tone. I got woken up by it first time this morning, and it was brilliant. Should we see what's going on? Ryu, this is, even though the eyes aren't open, this is Chibi Star. We have reunion. Until I have Zantiac's rage and kill you. Until my clan decides it's time to kill you. When is my German accent ever going to be non-stereotypical? But yet, they're friends.
Oh, friend! Oh, new friend! Oh, friend! Please be my friend! Oh, friend! Oh, friend!
And, anyway, this is all I'm going to show for the time being. And I might do another video like this again in maybe a couple of months' time when I've got some more artwork out. I may show some original stuff as well, because I'm not just about fan art. I do have my own concepts and characters as well. And you could say it is a little Clint City-esque, because most of the concepts now take place in the same city, which is Colaros. And if I was to start explaining some of the concepts and what they consist of, you would probably say they were very Clint City-esque. And whilst you can all look at my lovely King Pig plush, that leaves me to say thanks for watching, and see you. Oh wait, actually, before I say see you, if you're watching this before the next video comes out, there is a new battle video tonight. I have arranged 3 matches with none other than guildmate and friend UM0, aka Yannick. So if you're watching this before that video comes out, look forward to it. And hopefully with my lucky week, I might actually do well. So anyway, see you next video, and bye bye.